The one thing I've heard from people is that you charge too little.
Mm-hmm.
How do you respond to that? Like if people say like you're charging $10 or $20 a month, $250 a year to do all your e-commerce in a dedicated site is absurd, it's insane, and people would pay a lot more. If you asked your clients, if this software didn't exist, how much it would cost you, they would say $5,000 or $10,000
Sure.
to hire somebody to set up a competing service. What do you answer to that?
I usually just tell them we are bad at pricing, and that's the truth of it. It's I regularly talk with people who are converting from not just $5,000. People are often paying $50,000 a month for their systems. That's a fairly regular price in our industry because you're going through third parties who are building the systems and they are hosting for you, and you're being charged and all these kind of things. So converting to that and on a $170 plan, and their service much better with that. The nice thing about our business is we really want to just make it a lot simpler for people to start these kind of businesses because it's hard. Like when we started, there was so much to learn. There was just how you're dealing with manufacturers, supply chain. How do you get the word out? There was a lot of complexity around technology too. Like we had to get approved for credit card gateway back then. We had to post like $10,000 down payment or bond with the banks to do this kind of stuff. You needed to engage for many thousands of dollars a year a company doing PCI scanning for your site, which meant that the site had to be up, but then you couldn't get access to the gateway credentials before you had the tests. So it was a huge chicken egg problem doing development for us, and it was just hard. So there's a lot of these kind of problems we wanted to make go away. So our business is focused on, hey, let's make it so that everyone who has products to sell, like people with interesting stuff, that there's just nothing in their way to get this out and get them in the hands of people. And that's sort of what we care about. And then for us, there's opportunities to monetize, of course, to ask people to pay money for this, but there's also opportunities for us to work with the payment gateways and the shipping companies because economies of scale matter in this business. And if you can go to FedEx and say, hey, we have 60,000 people who want to probably ship with you, then that means we can get better rates for everyone, and that means there's potentially some opportunity for us to make money too.